have all the pieces cleaned up and ready to glue together. Well, actually, there's just this one here that we can glue together. And I was actually going to do that, and then I realized, no, we better get the photo etch first. And I may as well start and go from left to right. And I do believe that this is supposed to be some sort of a little signal. Yeah. So we need two little pieces called A39. Photo etch sheet A. And we need 39. Well, that's these four right down here. And we have to make two of these, so we need four of those. I say a lot of things I don't need to bother saying, don't I? A lot of stuff that's obvious. Yeah, I guess what it is it's sort of a nervous habit. I sort of have this need to think I have to be talking while I'm working. I'm going to turn these around 180 degrees. Okay, I'll swing this around now. And I did turn it around. And another boo-boo. I forgot to push record. But I'm pretty sure if you use your imagination, you can figure out what happened here. Now, I have a tendency to all of a sudden start talking about what I'm thinking about at the time. And there's a couple of reasons I do that. It's probably because of my age, and also because I'm afraid that if I don't mention it, I might forget about it. Because I don't have a script. This whole thing is very unscripted. But anyway, I have decided to save the pieces of sprue. For instance, this one right here is off of the hood. We nipped that off yesterday, if you remember. These ones here are leftover pieces from the Bismarck. Now you're going to be thinking, well, does that mean that there's turrets that are not on the Bismarck that should be? No, this is extra stuff. It's just the way the sprues were, the number of sprues and the number of pieces we needed all together and so on. It just worked out that way. However, yeah, so I'm going to save these, and I think possibly I'm going to make a pen out of this plastic. But the latest is, instead of taking a whole bunch of this and melting it down and trying to make a pen blank out of it, I'm just going to nip it up really, really small and mix it up with the acrylic that I have downstairs in my workshop that I know is nice and strong and that I know will turn really well. Now, I've been talking about this with one of the viewers. I refer to him as Tennessee Jim. Now, this wood right here, Tennessee Jim sent me years ago when I was down turning pens. Now, believe it or not, this is not actually wood. It's considered a grass. Now, they call it a grass, even though it came off a tree that was maybe 2-3 feet in diameter at the base and maybe 100 or more feet tall, and it's from a palm tree. But for some reason they consider the wood of a palm tree actually grass. This is most unusual wood, most unusual pen I have ever turned. Anyway, thought I'd just mention that. So just to let you know, I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to turning pens and mixing up acrylic and making my own blanks and so on. So I'm thinking if I was to take and nip a whole bunch of little tiny pieces, small like we've got here or smaller, and then mix it in with the regular resin, clear resin, so that you'd be able to see the parts. It's just an idea. I'm thinking about it, and I don't know if I'm going to do it, but maybe a few months down the road, I might take a little side trip and go down in the basement and turn a pen made out of pieces of sprue from the Bismarck, the Hood, and maybe even the Rodney if we ever get at it. Okay, enough about pens for a while. Now, for this part of step 43, we need to get A40. It says make 2, 1, 2. What do you mean you can't read upside down? Okay, I double-checked to make sure that I have the record pressed here. Now this one kind of worries me because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places where it looks like it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 places it has to be bent. So now I'm going to try not to get myself in your way here. Now this one is so small that I probably couldn't hold on to it to trim the tab if I didn't get it right on the first, you might say, cut. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, now as long as we've got the blade angled this way, let's grab this one at this end here. Now, a moment ago when I was checking my D sprues, because we have to get D50 and D54, and being as that we have to make 18 of these, we need 18 of each one of these, and I was noticing, at first I thought, well, okay, that means it's probably going to be nine of each on each one of these sprues, or sheets rather, and then I could see, well, that there's not 9 here, but fortunately, over here on this one, there's a whole slew of 50s, so we're okay. And so here's the 50s, and here's the 54s. There's going to be more than enough. And I'm realizing now what it is we're going to be making. And it's going to be seats that are going to be fastened on our binoculars here, so that I guess the person manning the binocular could sit down and be nice and comfy for the hours and hours he was scanning the horizon for the enemy. Anyway, let's put the macro lens on and see if we can nip some of these off here. Okay, I am not going to show nipping off all 36 pieces here. But we'll just get a few of each. Earlier this morning, I had something very important that I had to do, which took up a bunch of valuable model making time. And consequently, we're going to have a little shorter episode today. Whoops, it slid on me. Guess my tape didn't came loose there. That's why I taped those down. Okay, now let's get these ones here. Yeah, I glanced at my clock a moment ago and it was about 1:30 already. Time has marched on. I sure hope that fingernail was clean that I've been showing a close-up of. Okay, now we'll go, just going to re-angle myself a little bit here. I want to have the blade parallel with the edge of the piece. Okay, now come in from the other way. All right, I'm going to go ahead now and do the rest of these 36 off camera. Did I get that one? Oh, you can't see it anyway. Oh yeah, you can. Guess I must have missed that one. Okay, those are all loose. I'm going to cut today's video short, folks. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.